Hello, my friends. It's Monday morning, May 14th, 2018. We're looking at the S&P 500 daily chart. February highs right here. Market seems to be marching straight up for almost a couple of weeks. It's been very exhilarating, very, very awesome. But I want to just show you one of many tools that are out there. I only use a few different tools myself because I'm always looking for something that is highly probable. Most tools are 20 to 30% successful, and you just can't get them talking together. But this tool right here is called the Divine Rhythm of God Fibonacci numbers. Okay, so I'm just going to draw from the top here, from the high of the year down to the bottom. I'm going to draw this line, and Fibonacci is going to begin to give me some indicators where the big buyers might be. And in this day and age, that's the artificial robots, AI. 84% of all trades in the markets are made by AI. So from top to bottom, we are getting now three lines. While these are the exact numbers, 38.2, 50, and 61.8, we're just going to call it the 38, the 50, and the 62. I'm an overview guy, and let's just call it that way, okay? And so as this market came down, now we're measuring, as it's coming back up, we're trying to measure where the buyers and sellers might be. So a buyer might buy it down low, and then he's looking, where could I get out safely? And where might the sellers get in to try to go back down again? Well, we see that it came all the way up. It's hit here, came up over the top, back down, over the top, back down again. It has hit. See how these lines work? I mean, just right in these zones, the buyers and sellers come in and come out. Well, right now, we are hitting our head on the 62% Fibonacci number here. Hitting our head on it, came up, hit it, and backed up just a little bit today. I expect the market, my thoughts are it will probably try to barrel on up. I hope it barrels up and gets over the top of this line a little bit, actually. But what I'm seeing now, when I see the S&P 500 do this, I start looking at individual stocks, then some of the power stocks, to see if they're hitting their heads. And indeed today, Google and UPS both hit their heads. And there's others that are beginning to hit their heads as well on resistance lines. So I'm wondering then, at this point, could this nice big move up, could it then come on back a little bit and maybe come back and cup and handle and then continue to the upside? I'm not sure on exactly what it's going to do, but I do know this is a high probability point right here where sellers, if they're going to show up, this is where they'd like to show up. This type of trading works in every market environment, whether it's the S&P 500 or whether it is cryptocurrencies. And so I love to teach and educate people who are really wanting to learn how to buy as a wholesaler and sell as a retailer. And right now, we certainly have a wholesale sell opportunity. So, after all this movement up, the retail guys are like, I think it's going up. And my answer is, you think so? Just kind of like, in Bitcoin, when Bitcoin made it up to $20,000 and people kind of said, I think Bitcoin's going up. And my answer to that was, you think so, huh? You think it's going up? Well, the move's over, baby. Don't get in now. And then, of course, from 20,000 back to $6,000 Bitcoin. Well, the same thing happens in all markets. They can all be traced, and this very possibly is a wholesale sell opportunity. Now, if you don't know how to sell the market before you buy it, you can sell at the top, you can buy it back lower and make a killing. And typically, if you look at red candles happen a whole lot faster than the green candles. So in other words, when the market starts falling and coming down, it comes down really, really fast. So there's a lot more money made in downward movements than there is in upward movements, just because it happens so fast at an accelerated speed. So keep your eyes open here. No promises, but we are hitting the 62% Fibonacci number right now in the S&P 500. We had a nice march up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days up. It could keep on going, and just, of course, it can do whatever it wants and go forever. But the probabilities are now that we may get a little bit of a turnaround. The sellers may come back in and try to push things back their way for a little while. I hope this has helped. Keep your eyes on Fibonacci. Go out and study Fibonacci. It's one of the things I train heavily on when we get into the crypto training room and when we get into the master trader class for 6 months. We talk about Fibonacci, and all that we are doing in trading has Fibonacci weaved right into the middle of it. It is the divine code, a divine sequence code. Whenever human beings begin to trade, whenever human beings begin to move, your waking and sleep patterns, your work and rest patterns, all the patterns of your heart, the movement of your body, everything is Fibonacci driven. In other words, the Greek mathematician named Fibonacci found the divine numeric code of God in mathematics, and we can use that code to track how traders will trade up and down. All the fear, all the greed, all the ideas, all mixed together can be tracked by the Fibonacci divine code. Okay, I hope this has helped, and we'll see you again soon in another update.